Okay, so this is the server. There's SchoolMinder. The database on that server. The database of the program in that server. And the server here.
Is it like an overview that you can give, sort of how you like understand it? Because what I heard from the guy, I'm not all that clear. So just give an overview. Okay, these are just kind of components of the software. You know, that's where the teacher does everything. That's where the grades get uploaded. This is the DB at the back end. Something like that. Just that. If you have anything like that.
But this is like,
This is just a school minder,
yeah, exactly. It's like
which is the back end.
Yes.
No, but it's all related. It's not just one component and that's it.
Okay.
I mean, you should understand that, so you should understand Grade Quick. Grade Quick is just to the teacher, it's straightforward, it's just putting the grade and that's it.
It's
So
essentially
is it just like the
spreadsheet.
Hunters database? This
Huh?
is the one that, you know, like,
The report
Those
card
hunters
from
before-
here. You have to enter the student here in the beginning.
right, but like, I've also heard this like other component called like the Hunters. So
Yes, that's Hunter.
it is the Hunters.
Yes, yes.
Okay, so it's just like the naming because it
I-
got bought
I-
by so many times.
I think Hunter is the
Interesting Jackson too.
the seller company,
Right.
which is give you the package. It give you SchoolMinder and give you the Grade Quick. I don't think Hunter own anything. It might be they own one of them, but Grade Quick is different company than SchoolMinder.
Grade Quick's owned by Edline, which of course merged with Blackboard.
So
Yes.
This is Blackboard engagement.
Yes,
So
but they are communicate together. It's like add-ons or something like that.
Okay.
look, Riley, I think we wanted to focus on SchoolMinder because that's the real bottleneck, because the Grade Quick is the knowledge that's pretty widely diffused.
Okay.
I've had training on it. Donna's
Okay.
very, very conversant with it. And all the teaching in terms of how it actually works in terms of entering grade, the teachers all know that. Edline is also for cool. Edline is also like very well known. That's and Edline essentially, you know,
Sorry,
is
we're just gonna-
just the online component. It allows the parent portal.
Okay.
Start out
Good.
explaining what the difference is between Edline, Grade Quick, and SchoolMinder.
Okay.
Okay, she said start off with that and then just go into SchoolMinder. She
Okay.
said that, just so everybody has a clear understanding of exactly
That's what I
what,
was asking actually.
sorry, thank you, what exactly each component is and, you know,
Yeah.
what it's supposed to do.
And the other
And we
thing,
should
like,
have access to it.
and,
Okay.
and brother, the other thing is also like, you know, if you could, I know you will, but just clarifying that, making sure like, you know, you describe like what process you go through, some of the issues that you see, how you resolve those issues, so that just so we're a little bit more aware.
Yeah,
of
I have
this.
an email on issue. I didn't solve it yet, so we will try to go through it again.
Okay, inshallah.
Okay,
Sorry
so-
guys, you're using Sunday school, so
That's
we have
okay,
to move here.
So the name of the server is this, ISB-S001. This is which holds the database of the SchoolMinder, which is everything. The database means the student this year, the student of previous year, there is a transcript in it, everything in it. Just to think about it, this is the whole thing, and this Grade Quick is a dummy terminal. It's just for this year or something like that. Like when you export the grade from Grade Quick, you don't really need it anymore. But it's just for teacher reference. If teacher wants to see the overall grade for the student, he can see it. But technically, for reporting in standpoint, or I think from the school standpoint or the office standpoint, you don't really need it much. Unless they want to tweak or there is some student have more than 100 grade or something like that. So now the database is on C on that server.
C drive.
Yes, and this is SMW and it is SM data. Here the path at the top. This is the database. That's mainly what holding everything.
So this is an access database?
It's access database.
Access.
Yes, it's access database. Yes.
But then I had a question, because whenever I tried to like install like a client SchoolMinder, it wants the location for the server, but it wants it expressed in the form of a drive letter. So it's assuming
No,
that when
it's,
you log in,
yeah, you can put it as // like this. /
Yeah,
ISB.
that's weird. Whenever I try to do that, though, it wouldn't accept it.
I will show you. I will show you what's been installed here, and this is what installed everywhere.
Okay.
I think that's my username. I cannot remember. Okay, so this is the main program. The system administrator module is the module that you create the classes, import, export to headline, its main functionality. Create users, create the quarters in the beginning. What else? Export to headline, export to grade quick, import from grade quick. Those kind of stuff, and even the teacher creating teachers is here.
Who has the admin rights to the system administration?
Me, Sister Donna, Sister Laura.
Okay. So
That's
when
it.
you create an account, you can actually give them sysadmin
Yeah,
rights.
I will show you how to create account also. Well, actually, the problem is you'll show the password, but I will show you.
That's fine.
It's okay. So, student record is anything almost related to the student, which is grades, attendance, scheduling, all those stuff. Student report is, it's not just a student report. It's report in general, transcript, report, everything. It's here.
I have a question. The system administration, does that also include the creating the schedule for the school as a whole? We did that one time.
Well, you create the classes there. To create a schedule, you have to go under student record. Like to apply the schedule to a student, it's under student
Okay.
record. Any questions so far? Okay.
No.
I will start with system administrator.
So the reports, okay. We'll actually go back there, right?
I will go to 3 module. I will just show you what is there.
Okay, thank you.
So what's here we have? We have faculties, which is like technically the name of the teachers. I try in the beginning to put the ID is the same punch code that they use in the to entering their time in the morning. It doesn't matter. It's just an ID. So it's the primary key if you know database.
Right.
So here you put the information, you put whatever information. And for me, we don't really, if you just put the name of the teacher, that's it. But for me, I will try, this is in the beginning, I don't know, like I left before 2 years. It's one shop for everything. Like if the principal wants to pull something from the program, she can pull it from here. Address, whatever, because you can even make a mailing after that, like mailing to the teachers or something like labeling and mailing. Yeah, so if they, Sister Donna said they still do, then they are still doing.
And that's where we keep all our contact information, correct?
Yes, for the faculty. Now faculty report, it's here. Like address directory, birthday listing, merge file, profile. It just, you can see what is there. And usually whatever we need, we just try to search about it. Here you can select for specific or you just select. Class report, this is to tell you each teacher what they have classes. Basic classes, we don't use it. Email, we don't use it. So advanced classes. Advanced class, this is where we create all the classes. That's what you asked me, Brother Rahman. It's just when we create all classes. At the beginning of each year, just at the beginning of each year, we come here, we have to create the classes for the whole school. Sister Laura, she emailed me the schedule, and sometimes I come over and work with Sister Donna. Anyway, so we go here. This is for, like, example, Arabic. Now, the way they do with this, there is the class name, which is, you see here, there is a classes, and you can, in each classes, you can create sections. Okay, I will show you an example so that to make more sense. So let's say for Arabic, this is Arabic elementary. This is just for Arabic elementary. That means it does include all the classes from kindergarten to 5. That's first A. I call it first A to make a good reference. and then here you put what the time of the class and what the room. Okay, and then you go next, you go next. That is called section of the class.
So you
So
have to fill in each day, like what you have.
it's not like filling each day. Like when you go here, let's create class, add a new, not add a new class here, from here. So let's call it T1 as test. And how many students you expect is 25. The teacher will be, you get one from the teacher here. Okay, whatever, Fatima Mahnaz. And then save, you select the terms, and save, and then you select here. So you have a day, you have Monday through Friday, 3 days a week, 2 days a week, just a specific day. And you put it in. And there is week A, week B. There is something, I mean, they're using week A, week B. It does not matter. It will matter if we are printing the report card for the student from the program and we don't. So it really does not matter. As long as you're putting a class, even if it's wrong day, wrong room, it does not really matter. But for my reference, I just want to try to make everything clean, even if I get a call, I can't troubleshoot it, I just make it everything right and make sense.
Right. Would you mind, I don't know if, sorry to interrupt you, but would you mind going through the actual start process from the beginning? Because I don't know this thing at all. So, it's creating a whole class from scratch.
That's what it is. So, like it's end of this year. Sister Laura have a schedule for the next year. What you have to do? You have to go to advanced classes, okay? And you have to go to Arabic classes. And then Arabic elementary, you have go here and create a new. So create a new one, and you will call it KGA, let's say. This is for next year. It will not accept it because we're already using KGA. So I'll call T1. You select the number of a student, which is a 25 or whatever. I mean, it's just up to you. And select the teacher name. This is the most important part, is to select the right teacher in the right class.
Okay.
That is the most important part. And then save. You want this is for 2 semesters. Save. Okay. And then you select the date of the class.
Okay.
And that's about it.
They have like all this variable, but we don't really use all that many.
Okay.
We only use 2, 3 out of 15, but
Okay.
which is
Yeah. That's fine. Yeah.
just like anything else.
Right.
What-
I just
what
didn't know,
you-
so I was like, I wanted to
Yeah,
know, like,
listen.
the actual.
What we use 2 out of 50. What is that?
That's the most important.
No, this is okay because like we have the week 1, I guess, and I mean, and it's like we have week A, week B. I think there are
Yeah, those.
lots of other ways to do it, but we don't.
Yeah,
We
I
make
mean,
this fancier.
week A and week B, as I said, it will make sense if we printed the schedule from the program.
Okay.
But we are not printing the schedule
Yeah,
from
yeah.
the program.
Yeah, that's fine.
So as long as there is a class, that's it.
Yeah, let's not
But
spend a lot.
Laura does use the schedule.
Oh, okay. So she does use it,
I
and
mean, if we're handing them out to like individual students, this is where she'll get them from. She'll
Really?
Yeah.
Then you have to select week A, week B.
Because we're on block scheduling, that's
Yes.
why we have A and B scheduled.
okay. So
for-
you just blocked it. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I mean, if someone, I mean, using, I don't think, I thought there is nobody using it.
Yeah, I mean,
So
that's
that's
what
been-
general
But
schedule.
they're using. Okay.
Then they are using it.
So week A, week B is like for like A days and B days?
Yes, yes.
Which means for the elementary schools, since they don't follow that schedule.
Exactly. For
For the
elementary,
elementary, it doesn't matter, right?
yeah, for elementary school, when I create the schedule, I put it A and B. I put
Oh,
the
both.
same schedule for A
A
and
and
B.
B, okay.
Because
Yeah.
like, it should be the whole day. I mean, it doesn't matter if it's day A or day B. Okay, so now from here, I'm just showing you this. You don't need it because it's already there, but I will show you, try to go through some of the things here in case you need it in the future. So the grading scale is standard. So standard is just that mean we just use the standard. We don't use anything else. There is owner, there is KG code, there is pass fail. We have pass fail actually for the STA. So we use the standard. Here the credit, if it's that accredited class, and here the print sort order it's where you want to, which class, the order of the class in the report card. Is that the first one in the report card, the second one, the third one? So I start from 10. So 10, 20, 30, 40, that's what I start from. And here, including in high school transcript, this is you have to uncheck it for the elementary classes and middle school. You just needed this in high school. Other than that, I mean, you can read what the option, it's just straightforward. So you don't need it. Any questions, Brother Rahman?
Including high school transfer. Okay.
This is, we don't select it for elementary or middle school.
This is all how it appears on the.
I will show you a high school class now also, and I will show you how it looks like. Okay. So this is elementary class. For middle school, so we have Arabic elementary, we have Arabic middle school. Would that include 6 boys, 7 boys, 8 boys? The girls is divided by advanced, intermediate, and beginners. So the same, and here, there is no credit for that class. The order of the class is 20. We are using the grading scale standard, and we are not included in the school in the transcript. It's totally the same, the whole same idea. And look, those is just week 8 because they just have it on A days. They don't have it on B days. What? Monday? Oh, period 6 and 7. Okay. Let's go to high school.
Sorry, one second about this one. How do you, is this list like, I'm guessing it's pre-populated, so how do you add more to this list? Let's say like in the future if there was more plans.
Yeah. So let's say we want to add, it depends. Is that like credited or not accredited? I mean like credited, I will go to the Earth and Space Science, select and copy here.
Okay.
So what is copied will copy everything, even the credit like this one.
Mm-hmm.
This is 0.5 per term. Term mean, no, 2 semesters, half of the year.
Okay.
So the year have 2 terms, that means we have, this class is credit 1 for the whole school year.
This is only for high school? Or
For high school, yes. For high school, or if there is like 8th grade student taking Algebra 1, they ask sometime to make it a credit 1. And here like you see that one is including the high school transcript or not. So back to the question, if I want to create one, as I said, do you want to know if it's a credit or not? If it's a credit, you go to any credit class.
Okay, so could you explain that again? Credit hours per term. So 1 credit is equivalent to what?
50-50.
This is, the term is half of the school year.
Okay.
This
so
is
this is essentially like a half school year class.
exactly. So essentially, is the whole year is one credit.
Okay. And which of these fields is like a required field? Like, is there kind of some kind of validation that goes into it?
This is very convoluted. It just like doesn't tell you there's no asterisk or something.
Right, yeah, exactly, yeah.
Whether
Like, are there any of these fields which are like required? Because generally, you see like like Brother Tufel was saying, like a star or something which shows it's like a required field. Is there any kind of concept of this?
no, I mean you can uncheck them all. It's total up to you. Like, do you want it to have it in the GPA? Check that box. Do you want to print it on the report card? Check it. Do you want to post it to the transcript? Check it. And include it's total up to you.
Okay. So even the credit hours, you could just leave that blank and
Yeah,
it would still be able to save it.
Exactly. That's what happened with the with elementary school.
Right. That's true.
Oh, brother, you don't have to leave the because I explained that. So stay here, please, for the end of the session. So the credit here is 0. Look, and this is not included in the transcript also. So that is for elementary school because it's not a credited class, and you don't need they don't have a transcript.
You get 0 credit from, if they study all the Quran and Islamic studies, they get 0 credit from
Yes.
the dunya channel. Just kidding. Okay, go ahead.
Well, I think they also get 0 credit for math too if they study.
Oh,
in elementary school.
elementary. That's fine. It's a fine.
Okay.
Okay.
Exactly.
So,
So that's that part of it.
any question here till we go somewhere else? Okay, so after you create all the classes, now there is an end of year procedure, which is a paper I just follow. Sister Dana has a copy of it. It's just like a paper. Do this, do that, do this, do that. It's just to clean everything you have here.
Okay.
So when you come next year, when you click on reading elementary, when you open this, it should be empty. There is nothing here. It will ask you, do you want to add a class? Say yes, I want to add a class. So the nice of end of year procedure, it will clean up the all sections, but the class is still there. So it's
You gotta like manually go ahead and do
exactly. I mean, there is a lot of like tedious process and manual things that you need to do here. But I mean, it's better than like even delete all of those, because like algebra 1, it will stay algebra 1. Data
Right.
analysis, whatever, you don't need to have 2 of them.
Right.
I would
But
love
like,
to be
isn't it
able
kind of
to
like
do
almost
grades
like,
on it.
but if you have this whole year stuff and, you know, and then like if you have to start out kind of like another year, is it like almost the same, or do you do kind of, you know, do you have to make like a lot of changes? I mean, do you really have to delete and redo everything?
I'm telling you, it's just like, I just do it, all of it. But do you know, like sometimes, like first year I start here, they want the gym in the report card.
Oh,
Next
okay, so
year, they
there's-
don't want the gym in the report card for the elementary. I removed it. So I mean, I'm telling you because, I mean, it's a school and there is changes, and whenever you need change something, you need to do it.
A lot of changes now happen within the high school, because we're
Okay.
adding classes and
Right.
all the time.
Yeah, for high school, for example, like this year they just came and they said we need an honor class. So I have to create an honor class, I have to migrate the student. So
It's good to know.
it's happened. I mean, it's impossible like you expect no changes at all.
Right.
Okay, now from file, if you want to go to different module, which is like there is a student and student, so you go from file. Now control file. What you have defined period. Defined period is mean the semester. So actually no, the period is the class. How many?
Time duration.
Yes, like this is for example another example. Like first year I have here we had I think eight periods in the whole year, but then it's been changed to nine periods. So I have to make the adjustment here. Define department. This is. I mean, I don't know. You can. I use this define department. If you'll see here, like department, there is admin. There is Arabic Quran, elementary school, high school, middle school, resources. I use this sometime with the classes, but I don't know. I mean, I never generate personal report of it to give me a good data out of it.
What about adding students? Is that, we're gonna cover that later.
Later.
Oh, yeah.
Faculty, this is the same as faculty here.
Right.
So, advanced classes, this is the same as advanced classes there. Register user. Register user, this is how to this is the class. I mean, you recorded it, you saw my password. So, I mean, anyway, so Sister Laura is the system admin. Well, actually everyone is system admin.
And this
Yeah.
kind of goes to show, I'm sorry, but this, we need to like, is there any way you can enforce a higher level of password security? Because those like passwords are really bad.
Well, I mean, you can submit a request to system administrator to schoolminder. So
Oh, so there's no way of enforcing password security on school
He's
minors.
saying like,
Like
maybe
so that we
instead
at
of
least
having,
have to
like,
have like
Donna has my password, have a star, a
it's
one,
not, yeah, like at least
Donna.
one symbol, at least one, like number, a certain number of like.
yeah, I mean, we
okay.
can enforce that internally. We can enforce change the password every whatever, maybe every month once or
It's
every
the old
month.
software,
But
as you can see.
will the program enforce that?
Huh?
Is that will the program enforce
It's
that?
just like old software,
No.
you can see that
No.
it's still running an old
No.
software.
Yeah, I mean, this is very
This is very old. I mean, it looks like it's like from Windows 98.
I don't think
right?
it's old.
Yeah.
It's just
Yeah.
basic
Which is-
C program. So I mean, there is nothing much in it. Anyway, so this is what it is. That's why. I mean, this is something this is something is not for everyone to come in and play with. You know, you put it on a server, we give it limited access to the server, and whoever access to it, you know, it's like he will be kind of responsible, not
Right.
just authentic or like he's a
There's
good
a lot of
person.
confidential
Yeah.
files in here, I mean,
Yeah,
everything
so
is in
like
here.
you have the security SSN for the teachers.
Medical,
You know,
everything.
so I mean, even for all the students and everything, you know, it's so you.
So only
Which
a
means
limited
Frank,
number of
everybody
teachers
should
have
change the
access.
Well,
password.
that's what
No.
I'm saying, that's what I'm
Yeah.
saying, and that's why Sister Laura is
Uh-huh.
very guarded of who has access to this.
Right.
Yeah, which means also everybody should be changing their passwords now because we just saw
Okay.
everybody's.
So
Yeah.
codes, general codes. I don't know what is that. Academic. I know something here. So we are just using advanced classes. So any kind of changes, it will be under academic advanced. We just using advanced classes. There is something called basic classes. We don't use it. So whenever you see basic classes, just ignore it. Now term. We have, this is what you ask. We have just 2 terms in the year. Semester 1, semester 2. Now the word term is different from grade quick. So just you will figure out that from using the program. They use, I mean, here I don't know what it's called. They called it their quarter. They called here something else. So I mean, just remember whatever grading period. They called it the grading period. It's the quarters. There in the school minder, I cannot remember what they called it. Anyway, so this is the quarter. You have to create quarter 1, quarter 2, mid-year exam, quarter 3, quarter 4, final. This is, you have to change it every year according to the date of each year. You just change the dates. You come here every year, you just change the date.
Oh, I see.
That's mainly what you need to change. There is nothing else. I mean, if they want to add 50th quarter or 60th quarter in the future, you might need to come here also and add it. Advanced, career period. What is subject? I don't know. This is subject, maybe so you can use it over there in the classes. I'm not sure. I didn't be here for a long time, so that may be something new. Rooms is if you want to add new rooms. Textbooks, I use it for short amount. I just try to add all the textbooks from all teachers and something like that. I don't think it will do you any good.
We do it in the library.
Yes, so they do it. They have already a program, the libraries or early, you don't know it. You don't need it. So grading scale code is standard, honors, grade quick pass. As I told you, we are just using standard mostly. It just tell you like what kind, I mean if you, because there is like for kindergarten there's code also, but we don't use it here. Command code and conduct code. Those I will show you also. This is something that the teacher can put. So if the principal want more codes or something like that, you will change it from here. I will show you from when we get to the school minder how we can.
Are these the ones that get pushed out to grade quick?
Yes.
Okay.
So I will show you what I'm talking about there. What is that? The command code here is the other one. So it just show you what number is related to what, and that it will show up in the report card. Faculty code.
And that's codes, academic, and then comment.
Student code. Like here, I barely come here, you know, but I just try to see if there is anything might make. This is the attendance code. We already use the code right now, which is the same in the school minder. And grade quick, so we didn't change it. If they need any changes in the future for the attendance, like this is excuse tardy and excuse tardy, and then like excuse absent and excuse absent, and there is I think suspended.
Yeah.
So if they need at any point to add more codes, here you add more codes.
Well, we had to add suspended. Suspended wasn't originally usually. I think we added that later on.
Yeah, that we, I mean, so I'm showing you that because at any point, if they need to make any changes, you just do it.
So that's
Option. The school year term, this is you will start your academic year. This is, I think you have to do it at the beginning of each year. You just put the start date and the stop date. So the start date is September 4th and the stop date, and that's it. What else here? System preferences, I don't know what is that. You don't really need.
Yeah.
Oh, system preferences, like we use week B if you need A day, B day. You don't really need to change anything here. Login preferences. This is whatever, if you want to lock it or something. It's just very basic security. Attendance setup option. Oops.
This database is being regularly backed up, right?
That's what I will show you here. You have to back it up before you do anything. Oh, here, this is like very, very interesting. Total number of periods in the school minder.
Fine.
How's it going? Oh, thank you. Thanks. Stuff okay?
It's for us, so you can just put it on.
Sorry.
I think it's bringing tea. I think the tea should be coming too. Hey, you want to take one?
I'm good, thank you. Jazakallah khair.
Oh, thank you.
So,
You can just leave it there, inshallah. Yeah.
total number of periods in the school day, it's 8. Well, actually, is it 8
It's
or
9,
9? Okay, maximum period of, let's get that. Maximum period to present for one. So, if the student absent for 8 periods, okay, well actually, do you know
No,
what?
it's 8 because we don't take attendance towards the lot. That's why it's 8.
Do you know what?
No, because slot is a separate period.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
not-
I mean, do you know?
But it's not for attendance.
Don't worry about that. We are not
There are
taking.
there are 9
Yeah.
academic periods or classes take place.
Anyway,
On the schedule.
this is we are not taking period attendance. We're taking day attendance. So don't worry about that. Divide, advanced, basic, elementary grade. This is if at some point they want to move from the advanced classes to the basic classes, you just change which class you want to move it from the advanced to basic. I don't think we are doing that anytime soon. School address. This is something I do it at the beginning of each year. You come here, after you put the start and end date in the beginning, you come here, you will say which day is here, non-meeting, which day is half day, which day is full day. So you just select which one is which. Here I select what I select is school meeting. I select view calendar, academic calendar. You can edit it. When you edit it, you can change it. And here you select the interval, how many days you want to change at the same time.
So when you enter the school year initially, by default it automatically puts in the full
It
year?
will tell you which is here, school year term.
Right.
So it will propagate that there in the
Right.
calendar.
Okay.
But you have to select what date is off, what date is on.
Right, right.
For AB calendar, if you calendar, and as you see, I just select like here. The red is A and the blue is B.
Okay.
So you just go ahead and select that.
Also, this is how we're making our official 8ABD schedule up that we print out.
Well, this is you put the grade here. Now when you select in the class week A, they know what the week A is,
Yeah.
or week B. That's it. So just more way to customize what you need. If you need to customize more, you can customize more.
But this is what we're using to print out the 8ABD calendar.
Yes and no.
Or do we have a
Sometimes it's
separate
off.
file?
Yeah. I mean, depending on if everything is in there, because sometimes if we don't go back and we make a half a day or we make an off day, it doesn't change. So we want to make sure that calendar stays.
So we're not going to be constantly updating this calendar after
No.
it's set. Okay.
No.
Okay, now utilities. Math assigned student start here. You just this is usually you need to do it after the beginning, after like in the beginning of a new year. Just current year, school year, because this is if the student is before or after or something like that. You cannot apply certain things. Like you cannot apply classes to it. You cannot do certain things to the student itself. Mass delete comment. This is for basic. We don't use it. Global code replacement. I don't know what is that. I never use it. Import export. Import export. This is export to grade quick. So after you make any changes here in the software, you need to export to grade quick, especially if it's related to student, if it's related to the classes, if it's related maybe to dates or something like that, you made the export.
So whenever you make changes, you gotta export it very quick.
Yes. Not all the changes, but most of the changes, yes. Grade quick import, this is to import from a grade quick. So you want to import the grades from the teacher, you go here. And there is mainly two parts. It's import the grades and import the period here. Actually, daily attendance period.
So this is what Sodana does at the end of every quarter.
Yes.
Okay.
Or even like in term report.
Mhm.
Which means I guess since I know how to do it, now I can do it too.
Yeah. So now.
So with the export option, is it a full database export?
Is it
or
export
like
or
a-
import? Which one?
Export.
Okay, so not this one, the other window.
Yeah. So
Okay.
Is it like incremental or is it like the full?
It's incremental.
So I choose that.
Well, just give me a second. Now it's not really incremental because what is really you are exporting to is you are exporting the class of the teachers, and you are exporting the if they're like updating current files name.
Okay.
So it will create a file there. So I think it will check. I mean, if it's not there, I think it's incremental maybe
Right.
mostly.
So
you know?
yeah, my question, the question behind that was like, does it overwrite?
No, no.
Okay.
The end teacher will feel nothing change.
Okay.
Okay, that's it. Yes.
So my question is then, for example, so we get a new student, we add them via SchoolMinder, then I click export very quick, and that's when they'll actually show up.
Exactly.
in the file,
Like
in the
when you
class.
open your file, it will say a new student
has
been
been
added,
added,
or
or dropped.
modified, or dropped, or whatever, withdrawn, or something like that.
Okay.
Or your class
But,
being
but when
modified.
that happens, essentially it sends out a signal, but the data will still be in their teacher's individual gradebook file
Okay.
until they save it again. Because we had an issue with that, with a student being moved, and they're supposed to be moved from other classes, but they were also moved from my class.
Oh.
So we had to move them back, but because I was careful not to save it after I got that message,
Yeah.
all she had to do was flip a switch and like put the person back in the class, and then
It was there.
my gradebook was fine. I
Okay.
didn't have to re-enter any grades or anything,
Okay.
because the grades were still there.
Ah, okay.
Okay. So now here, when you go to import advanced grade, this is what is this? You need this path. For example, if this is a new computer, you have to specify the path. When you install the SchoolMinder on a new computer, it does not come with all those paths. You put those paths. I mean, if you have access,
Could
you
put
will
that back
eventually.
up real quick?
I mean, if you have access, brother, there's too many paths. I will show you. It's just
Yeah.
there's millions of them. Like here, there is 2 of them for the attendance. So you just put the path for the attendance. I just want to show you where the path is. Now, if you want to, we've been in import, right? If you want to go to export, look, those all files where the QuickBook file is. So you just tell it, you need to copy it. Technically, you need to copy it. There's nothing, it's no brainer, just copy it and that's it. I mean, if you put anything else, I don't know where it goes, you know?
Okay. So this is a server location that the receiver knows too, that okay, well, this is where to pick it up from, basically. So
Exactly.
So
Quick,
if it-
Grade Quick it's saying, yeah, I am here, or something like that. Grade Quick actually is installed here as well.
so we need to, so whoever is updating needs to be careful, otherwise it just won't sync.
I mean, it's not like be careful. If it did not do it, it will not work. That's it. I mean,
Right.
it's either kind
I
of.
had a question. Given this again, we are concerned, rightfully concerned about the security of SchoolMinder. How come we don't have it set up similar to what we have with BreakQuick, where the executable is not on the computer, on the individual teacher computers, all we have is a link to the executable.
It's
just
does not
won't work.
support.
It just won't work that
Yeah,
way?
the BreakQuick is a network program, like you can use it as a terminal, so I mean
Yeah,
you
yeah.
install it everywhere, but this
SchoolMinder's
one
just
you,
not
it's
that.
not.
Uh,
And I said again, this is SchoolMinder. It's not, first of all, it's not day-to-day program. You don't really need it. I mean, I was thinking, even I told the brother
Like
Muzer
once a year.
to get a server for us, a virtual.
Okay.
And my plan was to migrate everything to that server, and no computer have SchoolMinder. But he did not create the server, and I don't think I will have a time to do it.
Is
So-
that the best option to do, like to have a virtual machine and just have everyone basically access to that virtual machine?
First of all, you will know who's log in, log out.
Right.
Okay? Second of all, there's no headache. That's it. You have it there. If you want to use it, go there. End of the story.
Okay.
That's it. I mean, now every, like, you know, Brother Luqman is here. Within a couple years, there's a new teacher will come on.
Yeah.
Okay, and he might need, I want to install SchoolMinder. No, you don't. Remote in. That's it. And if he have access to that server,
Yeah.
then I will create access to SchoolMinder. If he does not, and the end of the story.
Yeah, I like
I
that.
like that idea better too.
Yeah,
Okay.
but you know,
Who
I'll
did
get
approve
on.
it?
I'll talk to Mazhar about installing that. You know, licensing is the only thing that I can think of.
I sent him a key. I already sent him a key for Windows 2008 R2.
Okay. When did you contact him about this?
Maybe month and a half. And I told him I'm not in very hurry, because like even if I want to migrate, I want to have a good like off time from the school to migrate. I don't want to just like
Sure, right. Sure.
distract the school or something like that.
I
So I mean, like even if he said in the summer, I think that will be my best bet,
Okay.
because I don't have unlimited free time. You know, I will work maybe 2 days here, 2 hours here, 2 hours there,
Okay.
till it make sure everything. And even if I broke it,
Right.
I will like, you know, I have time maybe to fix it or something like that.
I'll talk to Mazhar about setting up a virtual.
Oh, sorry. This is
Right, like this, you said you have Windows 8 already?
Windows 2000.
I mean 2008, right?
Or-
Internet server.
I gave him the license. He need to create a virtual environment. It's not a physical server. He need to create it.
Right.
You've got like a VMware here, right? You should
Yeah,
host it.
yeah,
Well, what I meant though is like
You've
the,
got
I
like
know,
ES6 or what do you?
is the actual like
I don't know what
database
exact
itself
version it
like
is.
backed up to like another machine?
Mother
or
is
like a
usually the
basis?
one.
Well, that's what we did. And that computer is backed up daily.
Okay, S01 is being backed up.
This is the computer is being backed up daily. And actually, whenever end of the year program, when I try to back up, I put a copy in Sister Donna's machine, and I put a copy here. I mean, just for curiosity, because I don't know what the backup situation here or anything,
Right.
and
That's good.
it's better. So I mean, I just put it in the two computer. When I used to be here, I put a copy on my computer. It's just another copy, and
Yeah, better safe than sorry.
yeah. So end of the year procedure, as I told you. I mean, if you go here, you will see the steps and you can follow it. But as I told you, there is, excuse me, there is a paper Mr. Donna had, which is the end of year procedure. I just follow it. Not everything being applied to us. Something being applied, something not. But you can follow. I mean, it's just common sense, and like the step is straightforward and not that hard.
Sorry to keep on interrupting you, but
No,
so
it's
similar to an end of year steps, do we have a start of the year step?
Well, the
document?
start of the no,
No,
they
you have
don't.
to create-
That's why I told you, like, you need to create a section
Yeah.
that I will try to go through it
Yeah.
as much as I can.
Yeah. So it may be good for us to document those processes, basically.
Which one?
Like start of the year process.
Yeah,
like
I mean that's technically what it is. You need to create a class. I mean, yeah, I mean
Yeah.
you can document, or you can see what I'm doing. That's why I said I will finish at the end of. I will support someone to the end of September.
Right.
So I want to make sure the end of the year, the beginning of the year is helpful. So here the quick backup and quick restore. And I am bad in this. I'm not. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I have very overconfident in the program. But back up as much as you can. You know. And this is not just about this program. Anything in your life, as much as you back up, is good for you. back up as much as you can. And I try it whenever I touch it or whenever I feel I have this sense of emergency, I will back it up. And for sure, at the end of the year, before you do end of the year, you back it up. And I will show you what we have here. We have here backup, and we have 9, 10, and you will see there is a couple of them. When I back it up, I put the date next to it.
Okay.
Just like the name is the date of it.
Yeah.
And this one, well, actually just one. That's not good. And this 11, and there's a couple of them, and just always put the date of it. And the last one, it should be the last one for the year, like the last date. It should be the last one for that year, which is it should be done. Like if you want to go back to that year, you just import that file, and should be the ultimate good thing. And if you make a major changes, like if you come back to another year and you find there's a grade being wrong for some reason and you change it, back it up again and put the date. We say like revise, put the date of the day or something like that. As much as information, because backup is, we are rarely use it, so maybe the file name is the only meaningful thing that you can get from it. Math assigned, cumulative grade, that's it. Any question before we go to another module? Do you want a 2 minutes break or we can go on? Okay, we go on. Student record. Student records. Add a student is to add a student. Search a student is just to look about the student. Daily attendance, we use daily attendance, sorry. We don't use period attendance. Family records is just family, about anything about family. If you want to change, if you want to add, if you have another paper you want to add it, is that it is. Advanced schedule.
Show the schedules.
I don't know what is that actually.
It just shows the individual schedule.
I mean, it's on individual schedule. Anyway, so search a student. Here we have all the students. W withdrawal, A active, and there is a couple. I it's something inactive. Anyway,
What's the
so
difference between inactive and withdrawn?
Inactive is they came and they really didn't come. Or just, yeah,
Like Samir Rashid,
yeah.
where she uses tier for
Well, she's
a
with,
couple
No,
years.
no.
she had record, she was withdrawn.
Oh, she's
or we because this is like the student will stay here. So for next year, the student is all there still. But if the student is not in the school anymore, like he did not come for the next year, you put it inactive. He does not withdraw. He did not just start the second year.
Oh, so like say start next year, all the withdrawn should become inactive.
No, don't.
No. If it's
No,
active,
Be just inactive if you're not attending anymore, but you'll still have all the records and stuff. I mean,
No, but
just
what
in
is?
case needed.
I'm trying to understand this distinction between inactive and withdrawn.
withdrawn is someone withdrawn in
leaves,
the
I get
middle
that.
of the year.
Okay.
Inactive. I mean,
they completed the year, they just didn't come back. Okay.
and actually, there is really not into it. It's just rule you put to like you think this is student I will put it inactive or withdrawn, and we have
Prospect.
4 status: active, inactive, prospect, and withdrawn for each student. Now the best way is like for me when did I save it? Okay, when I search, I just always filter active, and they say 4 or 3 or something like that. If you know the homeroom teacher, it'll even make it easier. Say okay, and you get Abdullah Adam. So Abdullah Adam, his homeroom teacher is this teacher. He is in those is, I cannot tell you, I mean, you have to put those right. Does not put those right, it will make your life harder. Seriously, I mean, like when you want to assign the schedule, when you want, just make sure if he third grade, whatever, and put the teacher name. This is email, it should be the student email, not the parent's email. But I mean, for some we use it because, I mean, they are kids, so we put the student email. Here, the new school year, the enrollment, this is just for references. But what's important here is, for sure active, and this is start the school year. This is you have to put it. If you don't put it, or like if you put it 1 year before or something like that, when you try to import the grade, he said it's not even in this school year. The student is not in the school year. And I show you in the assistant administrator how to mass change this. There is mass changing, so you just apply all of them, change all the students for the new school year.
So current year start needs to be correct and updated.
I mean, because now we finished this school year, okay? We came to the next school. This is still saying 2012,
Yeah.
which it should say 2013. If it's still 2012, it will give you trouble. Like you cannot assign classes, it just give you a problem.
Okay, so it needs to be correct and updated.
Which is the system administrator, we can update that. So in the students, you need to have this correct. You need the status to be active, and you need this part, which is teacher advisor, grade level, homeroom. That's mainly what you need. That's most important 3 parts. I am person, I mean, I told you that before. I just try to fill everything in each student as much as I can, but I mean, not always. This is not always an option. Change address. I think there is somewhere here. Family record. It's here. The family. So this, the parents of Adam is Abdullah and Annie. You can, when you click edit, this is the information about their parents. The email, the address, the work phone, the whatever. Even like if we don't have, like if they give us the driver license, we usually used to put it as a note. Is that note? Yes. So you click here, you put the driver license or anything, like whatever. Any other information you need to put, and it just fields you need to fill. So you see here whatever it's field or something like that. Excuse me, guys. Now there is something in the school minder, like now you are in this Dropbox, okay, and you want to add another title, but this is apply for most everything. You just press insert, and it will go to the title code. So you add another title. Okay, let's do it on something else. Relationship. So relationship, we have Andy, we have all those relationships. If I press insert on the keyboard, I will get to the relationship type, and I can add another one. This is something it might be handy for like even like here, the occupation.
For context.
Okay, we just put insert. No, anything. It's not like just anything. Even like you are on period, you have a drop down. You can point the mouse, click insert. You are there to add. I don't want cancel. Okay, so this is the parents. What else here? What is that? Additional customer defined field. I don't know what it is. Grading information. This is the grade. So you click on the grades. Here what we have the grade. This is quarter 1. This is quarter 2. This is mid-year exam, which is they don't have the mid-year exam. That mean I don't know what it's called. It's mid-year exam. Yeah, and quarter 3, quarter 4, and semester 1. Semester 1 mean what? Quarter 1, quarter 2, mid-year exam. Semester 2 mean quarter 3, 4, and mid-year exam. Okay, close. This is what I don't know. He's I think young. He's in 3rd grade, so he does not have transcript. What is that? Attendance information. He have this whatever attendance information on those days, which is whatever. I mean those attendance information.
So it's only showing the days he wasn't here.
Yes.
Exactly. Yes. And actually you can delete entry also. If you think there is something wrong, you can delete it. And actually when you import attendance, there is an overwrite option. So if you change it in the grade quick, and check the override option, it will override it, so you don't need to worry about that. And I tend to do that. I just try to make, like, I just try my best to least, like, to avoid playing with the school minder as much as I want. I mean, as much as I can. I just want to make sure the automated thing is all in place all the time. So even in the future, I will not be, the issue will not happen again. So this is the period, like, technically here's the schedule. This is parents. This is if he have siblings. Well, I mean, apparently he have 2 siblings. The most thing I will always use is the grading. That's why I start from there. And we
Is
use
it a lot of part. You fill out the rest of the tabs or something?
no. I will show now. I will show you one. Huh?
I was asking Sister Donna.
Oh,
Sorry, I should have said the name.
Did you
No, I
answer?
answered them, yeah.
Okay.
I mean, all the information
Yeah.
comes from like the applications, and what goes in this part, right, basically is your medical records. There are, any allergies, all that kind of stuff, all that's in here.
Ah.
And then also discipline, when you get referred to the office and you're suspended or whatever, that's also put in here, one of these components up top, which is the balance scale.
And yesterday we used it for guidance also.
Yeah.
For
and guidance.
when we have
For the guidance counselor. We had the guidance counselor last year, she used, the compass part is, the guidance notes.
Okay.
So that's why I said it's really important, because especially when people go to the guidance, it's confidential.
Right.
So nobody should see these kind of things. So that's why it's real important, because there's a lot of things in here that's,
Yeah, it's not nobody,
Not
but I mean it's not a game. It's not like end user software. There is even like the social security numbers, because if you have the
Yeah,
student
that's
for past 3 years, and if she is now in the high school, I mean like now she is 20 years old or something like that. So.
Madali, just let us know when you need to take a few minutes break.
Okay, yeah, I'm good. So we done with the student. So I mean, technically, the most important part is this one, is the grade information, and all those. I mean, if you put something like
that's kind of.
guidance, you click guidance, and this is like Sarah, da 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 da, and you put here whatever discipline and merit, and she has nothing. You just go forth on it. I mean, there's nothing. But again, the status is most important. Those information, when I'm talking those important when you're creating a new student or at the beginning of the year. Teacher advisor, grade level homeroom, that will help you in the future. Status important, and current year to start. Any other information, it's totally up to you. If you want to add it, I mean, add it. I mean,
The reason
not
for it.
not if you want to add it. Add them. Add them. This is the thing.
Okay.
I was gonna say, the reason for putting the most of what you can in is because when you do the reports, it's gonna come to that specific report that you're trying to get to,
Okay.
or your report's gonna be more accurate.
Okay.
If you're trying to find somebody that, let's say, has a medical condition, or something gonna give that. If you're trying to find, certain, students in a different class, all of them are class. So that's where you're saying with the 3,
Yeah.
you can identify by teacher, by the grade itself, or the section. So if you're just trying to do a section,
Right.
all of them will come in. If one of them is wrong, they won't come on that sheet, and so of course your
Right.
report will be wrong. So
Okay.
that's why it's important to have
Sure.
the most accurate.
Right.
Now, and there's a lot of reporting in it. So, I mean, if you put information, you can for sure generate more good reports.
Okay, so, for example, because one of the big holdups we have is that we get a new student and it takes a while for them to show up and grade quick. So if I need because I'm here, so I can just expedite the process. I add the student here, and then once I make sure everything's entered accurately, at least enough to get them, where we can start assigning grades to them, then I export it to grade quick.
No, you need to assign classes to the student.
Okay.
And we will get here.
Okay.
There. Yep. Okay, so student profile, add a new student, view, edit, it's technically it's all there. Attendance, if you want to play with the attendance, if you want to check what it is, it's not really anything good. Advanced, wait a second. Advanced grading, I want to see what is there. student grade period. I'm not sure what is this. A student scheduling. That is one a key point also in your life using this program. So this is you will use it at the beginning of the year as well. So when you finish like end of the year procedure, put all the classes, put the timing in the classes, and put the teacher assigned to the classes, you come here. Okay? And actually no, after you finish all the student as well, you update their information. You come here. So what you need to do, master schedule templates. You start to create master schedule template. Just started a grade semester 1, sorry. The grade level, it does not import it. If you want to put it, I mean, it's good. It's kind of like more filtering. If not, it's up to you. Say, okay. So
if you don't select that, then it's gonna go do it to all students.
Well, what will happen if you select that? It will tell it will say this is schedule for grade A.
Right.
So when you want to apply it, when you select this is grade A, it will just show you this is schedule.
Okay.
You know?
Right. It
So
won't affect the other grades. Basically.
No, it will not affect. This is just a template. It's not even applied to anyone. So this is a template, and what you go to see VA. So VA, sorry, 1A, you have, this is all the classes in the school minder. And here, you just have, at the beginning of the year, you have to go, that's why I called it like, whatever the class, 1A. So I just look for 1A and add it here. This is their schedule. Add it here, add it here, add it here. And you can view schedule to make sure there is no hole. Well, there is holes, but I mean, I'm not sure what those holes are. It might be like rotation or something, I don't know right now. But when you do the schedule, you have to make sure there is no hole in the schedule. It's just full. If it's full, 1, 2, 3, 4, yes. 5, well, there is no 5 because the 5 is lunch, I think. 6, 7, 8, 9, that's good. And there's those 3 holes. You go figure why there's 3 holes.
So what steps do you usually follow if there's a hole?
No, you have the schedule, so you see
preparation class, right? I mean, if
what I have in
like
the
no break for the teachers?
what I have on 8th grade, 8th period.
Yeah.
Do I have like maybe resource class? They don't care,
No, this
or
is the schedule for the students, not for the teachers.
Oh, this for the
or
student.
maybe rotating like
See, there's
schedule
the
class.
period.
Like one
Right.
day
That's
is
just
gym, one day is library. So you'll figure out why there is a hole or something like that.
So once you know that, then so basically you have to look at the schedule, and then if it's okay, then you go ahead with the next process.
Yes,
Okay.
yes. I mean, you cannot get to this point if you don't have the
You see
schedule
the
in your
difference
hand.
between 7
That's
and
why I
8?
mean, like
Yeah.
Sister Laura always
Yeah.
provide me with the schedule. And do it. You know, you just cannot get to this point without a
And then
schedule.
don't start,
Right.
the next class don't start back up until 1:50.
Okay, okay, makes sense.
Okay? So now let's just do one. So I go to student schedule advanced and master schedule template. That's the first thing you will do after you finish the basic stuff on the school. You need to put the schedule. You want to update the student. I mean, if they're a student, what is it called? Promote them to the new year. You change the start date. Whatever. If he active, remove inactive. Add the new students. When you do all those master schedule template, select semester 1. As I told you, this is optional. It's total up to you. Adding more filters. So select OK. If you add a new, I want to call it a new. This is test 1, test A. This is it, whatever the grade is. Or actually, do you know what? 12A. We don't have a 12 here.
Yeah.
So 12A. Just imagine we have 2. So you have here to look where there is a 12. This is 9G. Is the class the class section name. When we create the class, that's what I put always the class, like which class this will apply to. So I can select it here easily.
Right.
So just select what the classes you want, any classes, you know. Now this is all Arabic, and you view schedule. Okay. Now you see here there is a 3 and the 3. That means there is a conflict.
Okay.
Like I add 2 classes in the 3rd period, in that, so it's conflicting. That's why I have 2 3 and 2 4s.
Right.
Okay? So when you're done, that's it. You close it. Now you have a template. For a 12A. So now, what we can do, we can go to student, advanced, and master assign student class schedule. Mass, sorry, not master.
So mass assignment.
Yes, so you select the term, you select the grade level, which is a 12. I don't know if we have 12 here. We have 12 actually. You select, now, the term and the grade level is just to more filter. If you select more, like, that's why I told you, if you now select the advisor,
Right.
it will just give you the student who have this advisor, like the homeroom teacher. So that's why it make it easier for you. Because like if you have 200 students, it will just take forever. So I just select this advisor and homeroom also. Like if you select it, it just makes sure that it's all right. And then select, come on brother, select OK. And you have those templates. Actually, we don't have that, I don't know why we don't have that template. For some reason we don't show it up. Anyway, so select OK.
So let's say if you wanted to promote a class, so would you just actually select the grade level and instead of,
What do you mean you want to
Choosing it.
promote class? That at the end of the year?
if the class is going to the 9th to the 10th, yes.
That's at the end of the year.
Right.
There is a procedure for the end of the year.
So do you have to do it manually for like
No,
each student
no,
or
no,
you can just do the whole
No,
class?
it's just like whole class.
Okay,
But you have to
okay,
start.
So that's what it
You have to
is.
start from 12.
Okay,
Like you have to start from the end.
okay.
Okay.
So if we get a new student, this is what I would do to assign them their class, their schedule.
Yes. Now this is, as I told you, mass template, master template. Sorry. Usually you just need it at the beginning of the year because like you have 1A, 1B, 2A, 2B. It's already been created and applied. So what you need, you just select the student and just assign him the schedule. Now if there is like some teacher tell you, and I have this student and he is not in this class. You come here, individual student schedule, look for the student name, which is Khan. I mean, there's all the school is Khan. You select Ahmed Khan, and you look here at the view schedule, and you will see and then like they told you this is not, and you find why he is not there. So apparently maybe that class has not been assigned to him. You just change it, edit it.
Yeah.
Okay?
How did I edit it to give them that class?
Just select the class, like view, individual. Now we have this. Now just find the class from here. This is the list of all classes available for that student. And
So
here,
how did you get to the screen?
student schedule, advanced, individual.
Okay. Choose a student, then I can add classes. So is that what you did, can I correct the issue that came up last time? Okay.
You have to go through all of the students through there. Wow.
Yeah, some.
Yeah.
Man.
Well,
Yeah, well, I know
Yeah,
it
if
took you
you're-
a long
for
time.
New one, for new students.
Yeah.
It's only like, I mean, when we're adding the new student, after they've come from the first of the year.
Okay.
So for a new student, when they come after the first of the year, do you have to assign them all their classes individually? Or do you use that mass thing to like,
I do it individually.
okay.
How do you do it?
So you just add it individually?
mass.
Okay, I usually do it individually.
Because the mass refers to that you're assigning all the classes at once, not that you're assigning all the students at once.
Yeah, but I mean, you can't assign it. Now, if you use the mass schedule again on the same class, it will tell you just apply to 0 student or just to 1 student if there is a new student.
Okay,
That's it.
but you can do it again, multiple
You can
times,
do
just,
it
just to
10
make
times,
sure.
yes.
Okay.
The only issue with doing it mass is sometimes is because they have different Arabics, you know, like
That's
different,
what. Yeah, but
and
yes, go ahead. Sorry.
Arabic and Quran is one, and math and sciences, especially in your upper levels. Your math and your sciences aren't the same for every student.
So you're saying it's better to do it, it's better to build up their schedule individually?
That's why I do it individually.
Okay, that's a very good point. For the template for high schools or for the classes they have intermediate, advanced, beginners, I don't put in this template those classes. Like I don't put Arabic and Quran on those classes because it's not math assigned for the whole class. It depends on each student. So I put like math. Does the whole class take math? Yeah. I will put it. I think like maybe that I will show you one. Maybe 6 girls have one of those. If you schedule, so you'll have 1, 2, 3, 4. Look, there is 6 and 7. It's not there. Because I bet you 6 and 7 it might be Arabic Quran or something like that. So I can apply this to the student and then apply individually which grade that they need, like which exactly the class they need. So even think about that. When you create the math template, you don't create the ambiguity classes, like the classes is on a student basis.
With this one, the other math sign thing, like why didn't that new template that you created, it didn't show up?
Let's see.
We didn't create it really, did we?
That
Because
we
you
created
had
the
like
You
template.
finished it.
I thought we created the
No, we
template
created
12A.
Let me
So
see.
you'd make the new template, but you'd leave out say the
Maybe.
level classes like the Arabic, and then just assign those individually afterwards to the students.
Yeah, but now we're getting to the point, especially 7th and up, 7th through 12th, is you can't, the math and sciences are changing too. Because maybe it's pre-algebra, maybe they've already, maybe it's a new
How's
student.
science? How's science?
Because maybe they've already come in and they've already done life science. Or they've come in and they've already done
Oh, so you actually assign them.
chemistry.
So you actually assign for like 7th and 8th grade though. You actually will assign.
Under first grade, I don't know why.
Or is that only high
Dependent.
school?
Okay.
It's very seldom on the middle school, but if they've already had it, and then sometimes she'll go ahead and change it, especially in 8th grade. But definitely 9th, 10th, and 11th. Because math's, from trigonometry to chemistry to all those.
So you'd only make the math template with the stuff that everybody definitely has.
Right.
Like for this year, everybody, we put like technology on the math template because everybody has technology. All the high school girls, for example,
Yes.
have technology. Okay.
Okay, now the other thing here is important. So individual student, this thing that you will touch it more frequently during the school year. Individual student. Math schedule template you will create it in the beginning mainly, and maybe you will make some tweaks in it within first couple months, and that's about it. And math assigned student, this will do it in the beginning or with any new student. This is supported also, but that you need it to copy to new term. So everything you do on the student is on semester basis. So when we mass assign student, it's just for semester 1. So before the mid-year exam, you will go here and just copy from semester 1 to semester 2. That's it. I mean, leave all the fields, the other fields, okay. It will just copy all whatever the student they have to the new semester. Don't do that at the beginning of the year. And the reason I'm saying that because there are the changes at the beginning. So if you change the schedule in the beginning, in the first, let's say 4 months, you just have up-to-date changes.
So you still have to do that actual movement after, semester 1 to semester 2.
You have to do it, but
For like every class you have to do?
I did it. No, just like semester 1 to semester 2, it will just copy everything.
Oh, everything, okay.
Yeah.
Because you're not selecting.
Yeah. And I just did it maybe on 30th of January. Just like, almost before the beginning of the...
Second semester. Next
Yes.
semester.
Okay.
Transcript, this is transcript, it's
Okay.
for the high school. Actually, I don't know much about it. Mrs. Sardana might know more about it. It's just like whatever. I read what the option there and and see what I can do. You can't play with it when.
Basically, that part of it, the component just allows you what you want to appear, how many, what students that you want to, can you go back to it? Your transcripts? Just the transcript information, what, the basic information that's going to appear on it, as far as your comment, your attendance, your et cetera, your posting procedure is going to post it.
Just a second.
This one is telling you exactly what grades you want to be posted, like when if you remember when you were setting up the class, it was telling you, there was a checkbox, whether you wanted to post. If you find that your grade didn't post, or to the transcript, you can go back here and edit it there,
I see.
and grade it for transcript.
And that's student level, or is it just like class level?
Student level.
Student level, okay.
No, when you're changing it, it'll be,
Student level.
Yeah.
This is the transcript. Is not the report. You have a reporting for current year. The transcript, like at the end of the year, you said, I don't know. There is a way like to export it to the transcript. So for the high school students, you have a transcript. So the transcript will show up. It will show up for the last 3 years in the high schools. That's it. And that's why we keep a copy of each school years. So you keep a copy of each school years, because if there is anything you want to go back to change, you can't do it.
The other thing with high school, these records, you have to keep these records permanently. A lot of the like elementary and lower grades, it's either 3 years or 5 years. Then you don't have to keep it. But high school has to be all the time. You cannot get rid of these records, because at any point they can come back and they need a transcript for their high school.
20 years in the future.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's right.
Exactly. So that's why it's there's controversy about doing online grading,
Okay.
because with online grading is you lose records if you're not subscribing to that.
Service.
'Cause that's what happened. That's what happened when we had mygradebook.com,
Yeah, we used mygradebook.com
for 1
like
year,
4 or 5 years ago,
Okay.
and
And,
we lost the records from that.
because
apparently.
it's an online program. We paid for that year, and then we didn't use it the following year. We don't have those grades.
That's why we'd rather not go to like the Grade Quick, because they have a Grade Quick network.
Yeah.
But there's two. One is the issue she's mentioning. We have to very closely read the terms
Yeah.
to see about access to transcripts. The other issue, of course, is that just because we lost our internet connection, which happens occasionally because of Comcast,
Right.
whatever, we don't want to lose our ability to update our grades.
Right.
It's because we have the network version as opposed to the web version. We can still do that as long as our internet.
I think that's a minor risk though, honestly, because our network has improved quite a bit now.
Yeah.
Like
Our
especially.
network has improved, but
Yeah.
but we still want to be like in.
Yeah. I know. I'm just saying it's the risk level is very minor, honestly, at this point. The one thing I had a question is like, I understand like that's subscription based, but should the data be? We should be the owners of the data, right?
Yeah,
No, just a
that seems
question.
a little odd that unless you just,
Guys, why you want to go to the network version? Why you
I
want
mean
to go
the web version. We have
What?
this is network version, but
The whole point, like, I mean, we don't have, there's no actual plan, but the thing is, like, that was one of the things that we always thought was, it would be nice to have a web version, so that way it's like, one central source, it seems like a lot of moving pieces right now.
also
It's
teachers
just-
would be able to do it, like their own time.
Yeah, but
not
I
have
think
to, like,
they can do
duplicate the
that.
task.
They can
but
do
they
that
can do
now.
that. They can do that anyway. They can install the.
at
They
home?
install they install GradeBook on their computer.
No,
They
but
can
but
navigate the GradeBooks.
Yeah.
It looks
Wait,
fine.
wait,
I
I
do it.
mean, just
So
a
you
second.
can-
Now what?
You
So
work
you
on
want to get
Linux,
rid
work
of
on
Commander?
No, it's not, there's no, we were looking into it to see if there is a way you can do a web version, so that way, instead of like, having, like right now, you have different, installations, right? Like unless we go to a virtual environment where there's only one installation, right? But with the web version, as Brother Tufel was saying, there's no, issue about installation, you can access it from
You
everywhere.
have to, like maintain this that you have to do.
You
right
can
now.
Right.
access it.
I mean,
but
the-
you still
the-
have to do a lot of
I
the
mean,
stuff.
I
The
think-
web version, we still need Schoolminder to interface to the web version anyway. The teachers, I mean, the teachers if they're using, even if they're using GradeQuick Web, they would still have to manually export to Edline. Just because they change it via like the web interface doesn't mean they say that it'll change what the parents see. They still have to go through the process of exporting it to Edline anyway.
I mean,
So,
from my
It's not
standpoint,
gonna,
if we have this software here in a place, why we want to move to anywhere else? I mean, why we want to
And
spend
pay
the
the
money
script.
and spend like we are learning new things? I mean, yeah,
well,
I mean,
Great
it's good
Cook Web,
budget. I
the
mean,
Great
there's
Cook
no
Web,
other
the
integration.
interface, Great Cook Web, the interface is more or less exactly the same as for the teachers. Because it just looks like, except they're just using it via the web browser, just log in and everything. But of course, we'd still have to support that issue and dealing with all the different computers the teachers have, and that's another headache. But as it is, they can still it's easily available. Several teachers have done it. They can install Grade Quick on their own personal computers and edit their grade books. The only issue is that they gotta copy the grade book back, because they
Yeah,
can't.
that was the thing. How do they sync it up to?
This-
Flash
they get
drive.
your flash drive.
Okay.
I mean, I do it. I mean, it's when it. So it's not like
Probably more than half our teachers are now doing it.
yeah, it's become pretty popular.
The ones that,
And it's
the ones
it got,
that
it
are,
supports Mac, it supports
understand
Linux.
computers and are a little bit computer savvy, they're the ones that are actually doing it. The ones that are kind of like, really need guidance with computers, they're the ones that probably are not doing it.
Okay.
But that would be the case regardless, because they're not computer savvy. Because there are some issues with Grade Cook Web. Even during the tutorial we did, some
Yeah.
people were having problems with the plugins you need to install and things like that. So it's
Okay. All right, sure. I mean, that's a side thing. I mean,
and again, there's a
That's a
subscription fee. The fact we constantly have to be paying them a subscription fee to maintain access, whereas we purchase the rights to use the software in our school. That's
it's done.
yeah.
Okay, sure. All right. Malali, do you want to take a couple minutes
No.
back in? Sure.
No.
Okay.
Okay, so student reports. Student reports is student reports. The transcript, actually the transcript, the reports from here, the whatever, the family reports which is they printed and give it to the teacher in case of emergency. You can do attendance. You have a million flavor of reports. Now, if you ask me, you want a report, specific report, I will go sometimes and just to try to find it. I cannot nail it like I told you. Yeah, this one is here. No, I will just try to find it.
So, as you're going to go with the transcript, I just wanted to know the flow of how the grades are going to the transcript from the grade quick as it is entered by the teacher, right? So, if you can explain that, or are you going to explain that later on?
The transcript comes from Schoolminder, not Grade Quick.
Okay, so this is a
Students-
Schoolminder,
The
Right.
teachers.
but how are you getting the grades
The teachers.
here? Because,
The teachers enter their grades in the Grade Quick
right,
periodically, like once a semester, or actually twice a semester, because we do it before we pull for the midterm reports.
Right.
The teachers all shut down. They don't get on Grade Quick log on. Then she'll import everything.
So it's
to
not automatic?
Schoolminder. No, she has to manually import it. She imports it from Schoolminder, and
okay.
then she can post it. But whether it's
So the guy has said, whenever I spoke to him, that it should be automatic. You don't really
what
have
guy are
to
you talking
manually.
to?
Huh?
What guy are you talking to?
His name is Leo. He's with the Grade Quick. Really, he's the person that who wanted to give this all this training, and he said you should not, really have to manually enter this in the Schoolminder. That's what he was preaching to me.
We're
You
not
say-
manually entering it.
Okay,
You
so
don't
how?
all you're doing is importing it.
You're importing. All you do is
Import.
click the
You can-
import option.
I mean,
Right.
manually,
Pulls
there's a way to
everything.
manually input grades
Yeah.
into Schoolminder as well.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean,
Okay.
if we wanted to go in grading and we needed, we wanted something to change in grading just for whatever reason, which we shouldn't do anyway, because it's basically, you can override
Okay.
in Schoolminder, I guess it's override. But the teacher puts the grades in and we
You're done?
import them.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
that's
I
not
think-
just automatic. There's no way to you can just do kind of
Especially
syncing or
why-
something, right? You still have to run something manually or just what?
Yeah, but all
Why
she
are
has to
we
do is
not
just choose the
inputting?
option.
Choose the option.
Why is
And
it
it
the
does it
grade?
for everybody.
So
Grade
it's
Quick
not
automatically
like
going
the
on
teachers have
to
to enter it or something.
Schoolminder.
No.
I said,
Teachers,
you
all
have
teachers
to
do is
import
enter their grades.
Okay.
Then when we tell them to get
Are
off,
you
they
gonna-
get off.
I
They
assume
don't
you're going to
have any
explain some of the process, so maybe
Yes.
that
Yes.
question will be answered at
Yes.
that point.
Yeah.
Okay.
Inshallah. Yeah.
Okay.
Good.
Okay, may I ask you a favor, please, guys? Stop the side
Conversation.
conversations and let me finish. And then when I am done, you can talk as much as you want. Okay? I mean, I just want to cover
That's fine.
to be satisfied what I am covering. So, but I don't want also to stay here till 3 o'clock.
Sure.
Okay, so the reporting is, as you see, is if you can read English, if you understand English, you can use it. It's that simple. I mean, like you go to family record, you have this. What do you want? Mailing label is there. family, address list, family directory, whatever is there. And even if you are not sure, just click on it. I mean, there is nothing will happen. Yeah, okay, show me. It will show me. This is what it is. If that's what you're looking for, that's fine. If you are not looking for that, close it and open another report. Okay? So it's as simple as that. I don't think we need to spend time on it. That's the point now. Okay. Close. There is one of the reports I just want to show you. I don't know where. Maybe yes. There is sometimes like you have those labels and you have here a list of some whatever, like something like one line listing cumulative grades or child care sign in sign out. So this is something else. It's just I want to show you there is much. Maybe you will find what you are looking for in this drop down menu instead like of those. So I mean reports, that's it. The last thing I will just like cover is custom data export. Okay, sometimes like Sister Donna a couple times or something, she want just the first name of the parents and the student, and you cannot get it in the report. You go here and generate your custom data export. And actually, just for the record, if you go here, you will find where is it? Somewhere, I don't know even where. Shared maybe. Let me find it in. Here, the I don't know where I have to put it. I will put it on the desktop of this copy. This is the instruction of everything. So this is a long manual, but I mean it might be helpful from time to time if you want to. Okay. So here, like you can filter. Like, what do you want? Do you want just advanced? It's just like you create a patch. You select what you need from your field. You want the advanced classes, you want the student's name, you want anything there, and then you just export patch. This is just the emails. This is like she asked me, I just need the emails of the parents, so I just did the emails of the parents. It's just kind of, you'll figure it out. There's nothing much into it. Okay, let's get it quick.
Wait, so that's it for SchoolMinder?
Yes. Any question?
Okay, so this means I can like, between the notes I've gotten here and perusing the manual, I should be able to deal with the issues that pop up in the school, like when people aren't showing up in the roster files and stuff.
Yeah, mostly. I have one issue in my mind. I can't show it to you, but I just want to cover everything here before I will show you the issue, because it's kind of like combine of two, and
because the idea is essentially that we shouldn't constantly have to like, because you're doing an awesome job and everything, but
apparently I'm not. But yeah, go ahead.
No, you are doing an awesome job.
Yeah.
The thing is though, this is not your main job. You know,
Yeah.
this is extra stuff you're doing.
Yeah.
So it's just easier to have somebody that's here that can like get a lot of this stuff done. Just like, okay.
Well, I try to be. I've been with Sister Sultana and I've been with you in the beginning of the year. Anyway, this is not the argument. So with the grade quick, this is the grade quick. You open the classes. Okay. Now, first of all, I will jump to your computer,
Okay.
if I may. Okay. Now, the important component is in Sister Donna's computer, and that's one of the main reasons I want to move it to the server, because if Sister Donna crash, we will be down for a good amount of days. So that's why I want to move everything to the virtual machine. Her computer is very slow, so
Yes, it is, very slow.
Yes.
It's almost dead. Anyway,
We're working on it. Sorry.
Which means we should be migrating all that stuff to one of the new Koppen computers.
I told you I don't want to make it on any computer. I want to move
Yeah,
it
that's
to the server. If I want to spend time, that's when I will spend it on. I don't want just to jump hoops.
You can slip it. You can slip the,
yeah. Let's look through her emails while we're at it, right?
no, it's a, that's my notes for the class.
Sorry, were you?
Oh, the ship of the Nazir class.
Okay. So this is called Site Manager. This is kind of the brain of GradeQuick. And then this is a GradeQuick icon. This is I wrote a script on the server. Any user log into any computer, he will find it as a shortcut. Any user. Okay? So this is the program on the server, and there is a script to create this shortcut, so it's always there, all the time. Now, this is the site manager. This is only on Sister Dana's computer, and there is a specific thing you cannot do it just from this computer. Okay, so we open School Manager, and there is just two mainly things in this one. There is not much into it, but I mean it's important. There are just two things. Most two important things. First, creating user. Second, importing the grade from Edline or exporting from GradeQuick to SchoolMinder. So creating the teachers is from here. We have here the list of all teachers. Okay, and you just click here one. You put the name. You put and select add new users. Users, this path is important. You have to keep the path, and you will see the path of all the teachers the same. Just is the name of it. First initial, last name. Save the okay. Save. First time they log in, there is no password. Oh, well, do you know? Let me create a new user. Test, and the path is test. Add a new user. Path, yes. Okay, so that user is being created. Okay, go ahead, go away. Oh. I can try to do it from my monitor. Oh, do you know what? Go on. So, it was test, alright? So here is test, and first name is without password. Oh, what?
TE, you spelled it wrong. You have to have capital, almost capital, capital TE.
No.
Is it like case sensitive? It shouldn't be case sensitive, the username.
Let's try it. I don't think. Oops. Oh, I didn't save it. I have to save user file. Okay? So you have to save it. I'm glad that I get in this mistake, so you will know that in the future. So test, okay, you have to put, I will put test. Okay, now, in case you have a user that they don't know their like they forget their password, and thank God, at the beginning of the year, every 2 days someone forget their password. Every 2 days, you know, even if you put the username AlRahmah and the password AlRahmah, someone will come to you and tell you, oh, I forget my password, or they don't know the difference between their computer password and the GradeQuick password. At any point, right click, reset password, and save it. Okay? this is safe. It's something
Yeah.
you will miss it all the time. You will miss it a million times. Anyway, so I create this user for the test. This is first time. I am a teacher, and my first day in the school is a new year, a new school. After I done with the school minder and exported, so I will go here. My name, you change here to go find your name. Okay, and I am Lisa Kaysen. So I have help, those were the classes. From where how she get this list? From school minder.
Yeah.
Okay, you do all the classes to the school minder. That's why I told you have to select the teacher name correctly.
Yeah.
And then when you export it, once you open it, it will see here. If we add now another class, do you know, I will add one. I will add one for Kaysen.
Why don't you pick on me so that way if anything goes wrong,
It will
So
not
you
go wrong,
deal
but
with
yeah,
that.
I will select.
'cause I can deal with it better.
I will do you. I mean, I will make changes in your class. What is it? Technology?
Yeah, or computers, either way.
It doesn't matter. Like any class. So here, a new, and this is test, or you can just put the 3 characters. 2 students, instructor, and then save. And you will select what semesters, save, close, and the day, whatever. We are selecting any date, any period. Okay, yes, close. Now, what we will do, you can add a student from here. So I will do it this way just because I am here. I don't want to go mass schedule. So add students. You select the section, which is test, and anything. Okay, I will just select this,
You
and
only
this.
have 2.
Huh?
You only have 2.
Yeah. The maximum enrollment is 2.
Oh, okay. So here, those, unselect those. Add. That's it. There's another way that you can see who's in that class. If you go here, and just go here, you will see there is those guys in the class. Close. What we need to do now?
And we have to export it out. Right?
Exactly. So we go to utilities and export, great quick export, and you, as I told you, this is, you will grab it from here. Don't worry about the date. In this process, you just need to export. That's it. That's all what you need. Okay, close. Now, let's go new, sorry, and change. We have to look for Luqman,
There you go.
and we have this is one,
Yes.
TES. Okay, okay.
What?
What's happened?
Maybe you have to exit very quick.
I didn't read the message. Okay, okay. Test. Okay. Cannot find out the file class.
So it might only check for the new roster files when you first log in.
Job there. No. Actually test, yes. Test. New. Yes. Cannot find roster file from class ID.
Well, it might also be because you're trying to create it with somebody else's roster file. So it's,
No, it is.
no, you should be able to do that.
One of the things that I'm thinking about
You
is
should be able to do that though.
add student.
That's not real class though, so be careful with that.
It says current enrollment is 2, so there are students on there.
Yeah. That should be.
Said something with the class ID itself, like maybe in the section.
Oh. Do you know why? Because we are in semester 2 now of the day,
Oh yeah.
and I did not copy it.
Ah, okay.
Okay, so we copy this. I'm glad I'm having those issues. So we have to export again. And actually, we might have to see if there is a student in the semester 2 or not. Tech. Select. Nope, semester 2 there is no one. So we have, no. Student. Anyone. Test. Can we put in the different semester from here? Where?
Oh, what is this term?
A little bit.
Term, semester 1, semester 2.
A little bit of a.
I cannot see it.
No.
All the way up top. Oh, you know what's in the
That's
back,
on a separate
behind
window.
it?
That's on a separate window.
Oh.
It's another window, sorry,
Yeah.
window before.
So do you have to
Oh,
select the term here?
Let's try, yeah. Let's
Yeah.
try to see if this
Yeah,
will work.
Yeah, yeah, choose to student.
Yes, because we have 0. Fly filter, this one. Add to roster. Through.
Well, when you copied over that from
Yes,
semester
again.
1 to semester 2, the students didn't just copy over?
No, those is where you want to apply the classes. Because like if you have a accredited class,
Yeah.
it's like, you know, some school like they have first semester they have biology, second semester you have chemistry, or so it will give you this option if you need it.
Okay.
That's the main purpose.
There's a different, when you're in the student part of it, then yes,
Okay.
yes, unless you could do it different.
I see.
No, and do you know, remember when I told you mass copy from one? That's why we need to do that.
Okay.
And the student schedule.
Mm.
Because if you don't do that, the student will not show up.
Do you have the export option? Do you see any like regular errors that you have to handle, or generally there's no errors?
Right.
There are no errors.
Okay.
So now we have those students. Okay. Now, the command and conduct codes, it's those. I mean, just if you remember that I talk about the command and conduct codes, it is what skill information? What was it?
No, it's under,
Oh, you're looking for a school note library.
Here, code,
School note library.
right?
School note
School note
library.
library.
I cannot see it.
Right, go down.
Go down a
That's
little
what
bit.
that's there.
Yes, that one. So this is the conduct and command code. Okay. There are the 3 fields here in the beginning. The first one is just for conduct. So you need to put a letter, just letter, either E, either G, either S, either N. That's your option. That's it. Okay. For the common code, this is like for number 2 and number 3. And in each field, you just have to put one number. So for example, this student, the first student, he is excellent. I will just put E here. And I like his attitude. He have good attitude. So I will put here 0, 1. And if I want,
You can also just click
and
on
that's it.
insert.
I don't want to add anything else. I just don't want to add anything else. But if I want to add anything else, I have the option to select something else. And that's it.
The important thing though is that these do not change.
During the year.
Exactly.
Yes.
So if somebody's like conduct improves or gets
Yeah, you have
worse,
to-
you need to manually
You can
change
manually
it.
change it.
Yes.
It doesn't change per marking period.
Yes.
or-
And actually, those on a quarter basis. So what happens is, if you put it this quarter, you will have a contact code. If you update them and export to SchoolMinder again, it will give you another contact code. You know, so the SchoolMinder will save up to 4 of them.
Okay, that's good.
So, but
But it
the
won't change
teacher,
it won't change
the
the
problem is you have it here. The challenge is the teacher, because the teacher does not know and it does not make sense to him. You just keep please change it, please. And then like that some of the teachers, okay, like I saw one of the classes, E1, comma, 01, comma, 03.
No.
Thus it will not work.
No,
It just
you cannot
like,
do that.
it will not work.
Does
Okay?
that throw an error or something when you're
No, this is a problem. It just like there is nothing, it just will not work. It will not import it.
Now I emphasize on them not to do things like that.
There's like no message or nothing. So it's not just like an intuitive software as well. I mean, I understand this would not work, but it's not just the user itself, but okay, as long as they know.
Yeah, they're
If
told.
it's then like invalid fit, it should
Right.
give you just like a message, you should only enter one thing.
Right.
Okay, don't try to put in commas, not accepted values or something. I mean, this is,
Yeah, this
Well, brother, do you know, this is,
is very old.
as I told you, this is a dummy terminal. Like the Great Quick is a dummy terminal. Now, if we want to save, like we can use a Great Quick without a school minder. It's up to us. But in that case, the teacher need to grade the students, you know. So it's not the office grade the student, and you will have to get into error, trial and error.
no, that's
And
fine.
I mean,
So we're
so
trying to centralize everything. That's why we moved like the automated attendance to the office itself, just because there was a problem
Let's,
getting all the individual teachers to like.
guys, let's just right now for
Anyway.
now just
Yeah,
focus
that's
on
fine,
this part only. then.
Yeah.
okay, so now we have two classes. Now, okay, now I didn't save it. I have to save it. Where to save it? I have to save it under my directory. My directory is test, and I have to save it under my directory. Now, when everyone get mad at me when I went to back to see my parents because I wasn't here and the teacher, whatever. Thank you for the teacher. So what they doing is like we have like this teacher have a classes. What they do, they right click here, they being a smart, they putting 12, 13, and they copy the classes, they put it under that folder. A school minder will not find the class when you are
Who's
there.
doing that?
You have to do it in
Yeah.
your
Under the
directory.
path, yeah,
And they
under
are
the
the
path, yeah,
directory.
because that's only path.
So any like
That's why they weren't here.
now personally, what I do, I create, as you see, like this is from the last year,
Yeah.
or the year before, or a year before. So they think that they have to do this year. So what I start to do, I start to create a new folder, that the teacher who have trouble, and called it archive, and just copy those. Come on.
So it's also just like
They
a
were-
training issue. So,
yeah,
so
they were never trained to
they-
do that. I showed them how to do it correctly. I don't know how they got into their heads to like to do something.
They thought that they're just being more
Intuitive.
organized.
Yeah, or organized, or something like that. Anyway, so this is like one of the issue that anyway, what
Right,
happened?
but if you'd have known that, I mean, so
Yeah, now-
did,
yeah,
did
now-
you know that at the time that
No, we just
when
found
you
out
was
that this
gone?
was going on. No,
I don't know that also, by the
I
way.
didn't do it until the,
I didn't know
Yeah,
it.
trust me. Now whenever I train
Huh?
teachers, I'm going to
Yeah,
emphasize.
I didn't know
that
it because,
don't
but
do that.
they just told me, and it just does not make sense, you know.
Okay.
So I said, let me copy
Part
it
of the
like
problem
that.
though is I've noticed a lot of times people don't even
Okay,
read
that's fine.
error messages too.
Okay.
Okay.
Now, yes, I want to add. This is another issue with the teachers, and I told Sister Donna many times, and even told Sister Laura, there is someone need to check it out. I don't know how they need to check it out, but they need to check it out. Now, there is a lot of teachers. We have 4 categories.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and they like to
Let-
make their own categories.
So there is a lot of teachers. Now, those categories right now on the whatever is that LCD projector on the wall, it's the one is
Oh.
weighted.
Only category.
The one is you can work with. If you been so organized and called something here, that will not be weighted.
Yeah.
This is another problem.
And this is something I have emphasized on when I train them a lot. Like
Okay.
they only use,
As long as they know it. I mean,
and I've followed up with them.
are they able to like change it? Let's say instead of classwork,
There is-
include,
yeah, there
you
are
know,
some
class
people-
participation or
yeah,
lab work. Maybe something, whatever.
They want to change. They want to make a new thing.
And they should
It
do
will
that.
not, because like I will show you. Now this is Gigi, okay? If I put here 10, oh, I have to put maximum. Here 10, and if I put here 10, look the final grade. Do you see the final grade?
It doesn't weight.
It's 0. Let me put here 10.
Yeah.
look. So this is it's dummy. Now when you have about 50 assignment, you don't know there is a problem here. The teacher does not know. So you either go. That's why when I was here, I just try sometimes just to check each class of the teacher. I change it even without telling them. It's just useless, I found.
I think the better reaction is that this needs to be taken
Oh, brother,
disciplinary.
I'm telling you, whatever my experience, for sure there's too many approach to this issue. It's like this is one of the issues, so you can't think about a solution for it. Now, for final grade, I even cannot remember what you have to select. Start here maybe, and this is you remove it. How was it that? Do you
Are you
remember?
talking about making the final exam?
Yeah,
Oh, you got a blanket. You talking about making the final exam?
yeah.
Go to quarter, double click, a quarter, double click on blanket. Hit the space bar. Then click okay. Hit the space bar, do it again.
No, you have to give it a name. Let me give it a name.
Well, you actually don't have to do that first, but
Anyway,
Anyway,
give me that here.
space it, and then click somewhere else on the spreadsheet. And then you can
Yeah, so this is, and actually give me 0, I don't know. Anyway, so this is for mid and final exam, and there is a training, and Brother Luqman know it, so there is nothing into it, but I'm just showing you
So let's say for an example.
this
that-
is all the tricks, this is like the high-end tricks that is fall from the hand of
For
teacher.
the homework, let's say that, right? She assigned, 50 homework assignment or maybe 20 homework assignment just to make it easier for the quarter. So, she's gonna have to find out what that accumulates to actually before she can put it on.
what do you mean?
No,
No, I think
No,
that
she should be
automatically counts.
Everything's
You should be
automatic.
entering each
Everything here,
assignment.
look,
I'm saying for each homework.
no, it's
No, no.
automatic.
It's-
I think
look here. So now
They're putting
10,
a max.
I will put 8 here. So this is the average, and this is the old school. Put here.
Right, but I'm just only talking about the homework part.
I don't understand what you're.
You're asking what grade is their percentage for homework?
I've got like 20 homework,
Uh-huh.
and Abdullah has got like out of 10 from each homework, he's got 8, 6, 3, 4, 5, 10, but then like 11, a 9 or something like that.
So each.
I don't know.
he's-
So
he's
I'll have to
basically
average it out exactly what is the score comes to. Isn't that the case?
No,
He's
you don't
basically
have to-
asking
you don't have to do
each
any
of the
averaging.
homework.
Combined.
Enter in
It will
all
be
your
the homework,
grades,
the
and get whatever
participation, the
points they
tests,
got, it takes care of
Everything
that.
combined to make the end grade.
So like
That's
so
the
all
end
the
grade, but
homework,
that's
like,
not the
let's say there's
homework
10 homework.
individual grade. You're not.
There will be
Still
one
getting
category.
it.
Okay, I got it.
There will be
How
So
do
you
you
go.
score how
Just
many
give
you
me a
want,
second,
but-
brother.
Category.
Now when you go
These
to.
are not categories, you're entering each individual
You only
assignment.
have 4
So if you
stuff
have
here.
four-
Brother,
No,
I will
those are
answer
four
you.
categories, but
Okay.
you're entering like
Guys,
however many
please.
homework grades you want.
Okay.
Let's
Please.
Alright,
Okay,
let's-
so we go to reports
Yeah, reports.
and students, and there is. What was it? Standard one maybe? There's one
Okay.
report here. So you just want the grade for just homework, right?
Yes, exactly.
So you will get it here. This is for testing quiz is 100. No. Where is it? Oh, this is for student 1, which is I don't think we
You
put
don't
any.
have
But I
to
think the
work
point-
in it.
But we can't get it everything from here.
But the point he was making is I think he was under the
No,
impression
no.
that
He
you
like
can have
because
multiple assignments per category.
Right.
yeah. So he
you
wants
can
to
enter
check the
20
category.
homework assignments.
I
Yeah,
get
he-
into that?
Yeah.
Okay.
However many assignments you want in each category, it's fine. You have to make sure the category is correct. It's one
So
of-
now if we add a new, it's called test here.
Okay.
The
What do you
whatever
want? Okay.
it's called test.
And everything
So
is called a
we
test.
add-
Okay,
All
that's what you
assignments-
entered.
All assignments
Okay,
called
got
a
it, got it.
test. And then-
Okay.
So we add 8, and like when you add one, it look those all stars.
Okay.
So you have to select. You select one of look the QQ that I created before.
Yeah.
It's been added, but
But there's
it's
no weight assigned.
yeah. But the only way to take it like to remove it from this is to delete it.
Okay. Okay, got it. Right. And that was actually clear. That's what you stated.
Like for mine-
multiple
For
like
mine,
each
I do
category.
like so you have a name and a long name, so I do homework 1, homework 2, homework 3, homework 4, like that. And then I give a long name that gives the example
Okay.
of like what it is. Like,
Okay.
you know,
Yeah, that's good.
1 and 2 on page 5 or something.
Okay. I wanted to know that.
Okay. So this is mainly it's that is mainly there are just two things. save it in the directory, teacher, and just select the right category. Select the right category from the first of the year. That's it. It will take the issue of everything. You don't need to do anything else. Now, this is for me, for troubleshooting. I don't want, I mean, if the teacher knows it or not, it's up to me. It's a class information. I just want sometimes, like, because I have this class, okay? And I save it as Fedge, AG, whatever, okay? Now, let me save it something makes sense. I will create the same class and I will save it. Okay, and save, and tech test. Okay, so I create this class. So I create this class as tech test. Now there are some teachers, what they do? They open tech test, and what they called it, what they save it as? They save it as Arabic.
Yeah.
Whatever,
So
like fourth grade,
Okay.
fourth grade, let's say. Okay, and they start to put a grade in, and they assume it's Arabic,
Also
and the
Arabic.
file is dummy. So how I can troubleshoot? I go to edit, it's a class information, and the file is called here Arabic, but this is the file name. It's not the roster, but what's here the subject and the class, and for which. For what the class section is Tech 11. What I will do, I will create the class. Now there's another way how to do it. So now we have, oops, sorry. We have those. Let me copy it from here. So we can with a grade quick. I'll recreate the class, the right class, and rename it. I don't tell even the teacher. I don't argue. I get to the point. I get full. Okay, so I create the class, migrate the grades, and I told them you are good to go. You fixed. That's it. So the next day the teacher come and they don't know any changes, but they just know it's working. So you go to edit, you go grade book to grade book, copy. You select which is the source, which is that we put the grade in, that one, and I want to move it to the tech test and student roster. And actually I have instruction and I email it. I think you have it, guys, how to do that. And copy. Do you want to copy? Yes. For all the students? Yes. For all tests? Yes. Now if I go to the tech test, everything is here. I save it there. I email the teacher and told him you're good to go.
Although frankly, I think that's, if people are continually having problems like this, I think that should become a disciplinary issue. Because especially if you receive training, you've been reminded several times to do it.
Okay,
Well,
brother.
it's an issue.
Guys, may we discuss that later,
Yeah.
please? Thank
That's
you.
just,
Appreciate it.
Oh, sorry.
I'm sure. Seriously. I just want to cover as much as I can. Now, you ask about how to do. Here, you can check out the grade, take it to home, check in, and then check out from home and check in here. And I think Brother Luqman knows it. This is if you want mobility feature, like you want to work at home, you want to work. What here might be good to know. I think that's it. Like, this is what the program is. I mean, it's really. This is from. By the way, this is from teacher standpoint.
Yeah.
I'm talking to us. Do you have a question?
No.
Okay, that's just totally teacher standpoint. I don't think there is anything else.
The other thing, you might want to show them how they update the headline, upload the headline. 'Cause that's,
Yeah, that's good. But I just want to show you also the attendance.
Yeah.
The attendance, the tricky part of it, it's a daily attendance. The way schoolminder, have daily attendance. They have it morning, AM and PM. I don't know exactly why they have it this way, but maybe if the student is tardy in the morning and he's back, whatever the reason. So they have it here. So you select.